and today I'm going to be hosting the countdown to Ground Zero Enemy Lines. Now, to lead up to this, first in the countdown, we're going to have multiple matches containing the defense of the United Backyard Wrestling Championship. The championship was won first by Genocide at the high-ranked tournament, knocking off Cyrus Mason in the finals, but Genocide went through the likes of Jay Ellis and Banjo Coleman along the way. But first, we're going to get right into it. Genocide versus Jay Ellis.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. I'm JJ, accompanied by Chris Roberts and Brendan Riley here in the studio. And man, what a match we've got here for you. Thanks to Mr. Brendan Stickle. We are looking here June 22nd at Genocide versus Jay Ellis. Genocide's first title defense, this United Backyard Championship, ladies and gentlemen. And
here comes out his challenger, of course, draped in gold from FWL.
Of course.
Accompanied by JJ Kelty there. And let's not forget, Genocide actually defeated Jay Ellis en route to win the first ever United Backyard Championship.
And you would think that going there, he would know what to expect here, but you can never count Jay Ellis out. He's a champion in his own right, obviously, as we can see here. JJ Kelty with him rounding out, I believe they call themselves Violence Incorporated. I like it. We'll see if he can channel some of that and beat Genocide, coming away with the United Backyard title.
If he wins this United Backyard title, where's he going to put it? He's already got a title in each hand and one in his mouth.
I mean, you go around the waist, I suppose, but that's too traditional for Mr. Ellis. We know that's not how he likes it. That's a very good question, though, Mr. Riley. I don't know where he would put it. I'm sure he's got a belt wall he could throw it on.
Oh, there's Genocide coming out with a belt of his own.
Mr. 187.
Of course, the United Backyard Champion is the one up for grabs here. First ever title defense, Genocide.
Man, look at it, hoisting that thing high. What a beautiful belt that is, ladies and gentlemen.
And you gotta wonder what the mentality is in the locker room, because, again, XCW can't compete with another XCW guy for that championship. But say he loses today to Jay Ellis, how many targets does that put on Jay Ellis's back?
Oh, tons. Everybody in all three companies, this is, I feel like, one of their biggest prizes, alongside the obviously respective golds in their companies. The top prize, the main title there, but this is just all-encompassing, between FWL, XAWA, and, XCW here.
Yeah, it's one thing to be considered the best in your own company, but it's another thing to be considered the best amongst three.
That's what I'm saying. And can you imagine holding the title, Jay Ellis holding the FWL title and, maybe the United Backyard title? That would be something impressive. But we'll just have to see as he, I wouldn't say taunts him, but at least shows Jay, what it's all about.
It's all about trying to get into the mindset. Of course, these two competitors don't get a frequent chance to, talk to each other, learn each other's strategies. So if you can get into the mind of your competitor, even just for a few seconds, it might make the difference.
Oh, yeah.
This matchup.
Not only that, you gotta look inside the mind of Genocide right now. You have JJ Kelty standing on what seems to be the outside of the ring, managing.
Trying to give his teammate, his partner here, some added backup if things gets a little hairy. Hopefully our ref can keep things under wraps. This is a standard match, no craziness here on the United Backyard title defense.
No, but between all the gold and the extra man, there's got to be a lot of pressure
very
right
true.
now.
Very true.
It's all about the presence around there, and Genocide just keeping his head on straight, focusing on what he can keep inside the squared circle here. And as the ref calls for the bell, we start this matchup here.
I say Jay Ellis not looking too concerned.
Why would he be? He's already got 3 championships. This
right? I mean, he's like, what? If I win it, I win it. But
this is one thing that every person wants to win, but he certainly shouldn't lack confidence coming into this with his success in his respective company.
Not only that, you can't overlook the resume of Genocide.
That's very true. That's very true. A storied person who's been hitting the XCW since the very beginning almost, and he's such a titan of XCW. So much knowledge and things he has to teach. Has really might put on a clinic here against Mr. Jay Ellis. We'll just have to see. Ooh.
But right now, it doesn't look like it's much of a clinic.
Not at the beginning. No, sir. Jay Ellis definitely putting the hurt on him at the moment, but the ref kind of getting things back under control. You got to watch.
Well, JL is going right back into it, using full utilization of that 5 count, and Irish whips Genocide there into the opposing corner.
Ooh, you gotta wonder how the abdomen of Genocide is feeling right now as he drops to one knee.
I hit him.
Clearly the target there of Jay Ellis.
Very large target, but it's a target.
Jay, you can't, he always knows what he's doing. You got to wonder what he's setting Genocide up here for. He's definitely in control of this match, but, if I were him, I'd be trying to finish this as quick as possible. You don't want to give Genocide any leeway.
There you go. JJ on the outside admiring the United title.
As he's holding all the belts there of Jay Ellis. Jay Ellis, takes him to the knees here. Ooh.
A nice headlock hip toss there and into a pin.
Kick
Genocide
out.
quick to kick out there.
Genocide, a big man.
And rolls up Jay Ellis here.
One of the most, if not the most technical wrestler we have on our roster. Genocide getting out of that pretty easily, but unfortunately cannot finish that roll up. Cannot finish the 3 count. But here he goes though.
Nice kick in the corner.
I'm saying you gotta use that momentum.
Ooh.
Here comes Jay Ellis, not the experienced wrestler, as Genocide, but still.
He's dangerous in his own right, and Genocide here using his experience to make sure to capitalize whenever he's got an opportunity and not allowing Jay Ellis a chance to continue his dominance that he's so far possessed in this match.
I'm really thinking that's the name of the game here. Any man here is, got to make every hit count, because one wrong move and that could be a pin and you could lose that title, especially Genocide. He could lose that title on his first defense.
Well, the problem is when you're fighting such a well-rounded individual such as Genocide, well-rounded technician, well-rounded submission, it's hard to know what you're going to do.
That's very true. You gotta really pull out all the stops, because you don't know. Genocide can counter a wide variety. As we've seen, and not getting kept down by the efforts of Jay Ellis so far, who's in firm control of this match, but just cannot seem to get that 3 count. A couple pins already.
Irish whip and a shoulder tackle there by Jay Ellis knocks Genocide down.
And knocks him flat too. Genocide, he's gotta get something going. Oh,
there's the confidence of Jay.
Can't expect that to win you a match, though. I mean, come on, you really have to lay waste to your opponent. And, he's putting some hurt on Genocide. But
it's all about the energy expended, though, right?
It's also true, I suppose.
Obviously, it takes less energy to kick out whenever it's just a foot, but you are still having to find the energy to lift your shoulder up.
That's true.
Not only that, but it's demeaning.
It is. It's all about that psychological warfare again, like I was speaking about at the beginning. You got to get into the head of your opponent. If obviously they don't have a lot of time to get to know each other or anything like that. So those 1 or 2 seconds of, what's he going to do next may end up being the difference in this matchup.
That's what I'm saying. And this,
it's like working on that knee of Jay Ellis, going back to that technician. Ooh,
the eyes here.
The ref needs to watch out on that. Jay Ellis raking them eyes and hurting on that knee. Genocide may be setting up for that patent 666 submission.
Yes, sir, but looks like right now Jay Ellis back up at it, holding that knee a little bit. I think he got a little help from his buddy J.J. Kelty there as Jay starts stomping on the appendages of Genocide. My lord, you can't walk, you can't wrestle. And that ankle is taking some punishment, ladies and gentlemen.
Even worse than that, he's systematically destroying the limbs of Genocide. Genocide can't get that 666. He can't get that 187 if he can't use his arms and legs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And it's going to be hard to defend a title if you can't really even move.
He's definitely putting the pressure on the big points of that knee, the major points for movement, the ankles and the wrists and the arms and such.
Very much so, and Jay not happy with that, could not get the 3 count. That's just the way she goes. The ref, the final call here. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you can catch Ground Zero Enemy Lines this Thursday at 8 p.m. Do not miss it. There will be a United Backyard title defense then as well, as Genocide continues to defend his, or try to anyway.
That being said, you can catch Ground Zero and the previous Ground Zero, the high ranked tournament, on XCW's official YouTube channel.
Yes, sir. XC Wrestling 1. You can also go to xcwrestling1.wixsite.com/Shelbyville for event results and everything there. Current title holders and all of that good business as well. While you're on your YouTube page, don't forget to subscribe. We're almost to 600 now, ladies and gentlemen. Making our way up.
Back to the matchup, Genocide there with those kidney shots to get out of the headlock. And, a shot to the kidney just sends basically a shock wave through your body, and it seizes up all your muscles. It definitely is a very effective counter to any submission hold.
So, see Jay nursing that knee a little bit there. Maybe that's gonna.
Oh, a nice big double clothesline there.
That's what the doctor ordered right there. Both men down, trying to get to their feet. Jay looking a little uncomfortable. He might actually tweak that knee a little bit.
Whichever man gets first is definitely going to have an advantage in this match.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a lot of back and forth so far. JJ Kelty just kind of walking around the outside of the ring waiting to pick his moment. It's what it looks like.
I hope he stays out of this. We just want a clean, fair title defense. No bells and whistles. Nothing crazy,
How often does that happen at XCW?
Not as often as I like, but, that's all right. I don't make the rules here. I just...
Genocide first up to his feet, and he's a big ball of fire right now. Two clotheslines in a row.
Go for the third.
Oh,
Jay not happy, trying to get up, and
skull crushing finale.
Man, absolutely destroys him. Actually, maybe it. Jay Ellis could lose.
2.
And a kick out at 2 after that brutal skull crushing finale. Jay Ellis might not know where he's at right now.
What to say? The punishment he's taken so far, the knee, the
head.
And the head damage right there. Yes, the smacking into the canvas face first as Genocide just continues his beat down here. This is looking like a little bit more like Genocide. I guess I should shut up. That didn't work out so well.
JL is quick to move out of the way for Genocide.
Is it?
It's the 187. And Mr. 187, 1, 2, 3.
There it is. Absolutely destroys him with it.
Gosh.
Finishing off this title defense, Genocide, your winner, and still United Backyard Wrestling Champion, ladies and gentlemen.
And you got what you wanted. It was a nice, clean match.
There we go. Yeah, that's all I asked.
No outside interference.
That's all I'm asking.
Mr. 187 retains his gold from the high rank tournament.
We'll have to see his next title defense, ladies and gentlemen, and see how Mr. 187 does.
With each one of these winning defenses, bigger target.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. Violence Inc. leaving not victorious. I don't know what I was going for there. Genocide standing tall, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to this preview of our first backyard title defense, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to give it back to Brendan the Bad Man Stickle here in the studio and see what he has for us. We will be back with you. Do not go anywhere.
United Backyard title, still an XCW. Got it right here for you.
And we're back, guys. What a barn burner of a match that was. Jay Ellis, unfortunately, falling just a little bit short as he did in the high rank tournament against Genocide. Genocide successfully retaining there. However, this next match we have just 1 month later, Genocide versus XAWA's own Blackheart. We'll get to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, back again here in the announcing booth, this time for a match July 19th, 2019. Another title defense, ladies and gentlemen. Keeping these coming here in preparation for Ground Zero Enemy Lines this Thursday at 8 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. You do not want to miss it.
There he is, the man of the hour, XAWA's Blackheart.
Of course, Genocide, his first title defense successful against FWL's Jay Ellis. Now, going right up against an XAWA mainstay in Blackheart here.
I'm saying, definitely Genocide. I do not envy him in these. He has definitely had some two difficult title defenses so far. We'll see how he does on this one. Blackheart definitely making his impression felt here, showing XCW Galaxy what he's all about. We're glad to have him. We see Blackheart quite a bit lately here, ladies and gentlemen, at XCW. And obviously, we're going to see him this Thursday at 8.
Yes, Blackheart right now, currently in the Heart of the Storm with Deacon Storm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Competing for those tag team titles.
You gotta love that. And,
But right now, going up against Genocide for the United Backyard Wrestling Champion.
and that.
I have to say, the problem with this title for Genocide is he is consistently put up against these companies' best.
I agree.
Only the best challenge for this title, and it definitely takes one out of Genocide to have to wrestle said people.
Quite a bit. It really does take it out of you anyway to defend your title. And not only that, to defend it against, as you said, Brendan, the best they have to offer from each company is not an easy feat, you know?
Yeah, he's walking around in that trench coat. Might as well spray paint a target there on the back because everybody sees that and is hungry, ready for the strike.
Obviously, he took on the best from FWL. JL is holding all of those titles. Now you have Blackheart, who's definitely not a man to be taken lightly.
I'm saying, you can ask Mr. Diehard Corey Lee. They were feuding for that hardcore XAWA title for quite a while, and man, what matches they had! I can only
and you can catch another match of theirs this Thursday as part of Ground Zero Enemy Lines for the hardcore title as Corey Lee defends it against Blackheart.
That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. The moral of the story here is just be here Thursday at 8. Be here Thursday at 8. Why would you not?
And there it is. The title being hoisted up in the air as Blackheart takes an eye on that one.
All right, the referee there, Matt, showing everybody what it's all about, laying down the line as we're about to get Genocide's second title defense underway, and we're off.
You know, this is a very big contrast in styles between Blackheart and Jay Ellis. Definitely makes it different for Genocide to contend with and prepare.
What I'm saying, it's so many different. As you said, there's a target on his back from almost everyone. Everyone's a shot at this title, and really, you gotta almost come prepared for anything, because you, like you said, don't know what you're gonna encounter. You know, Jay Ellis and Blackheart, two completely different wrestlers, but Genocide's starting off, as opposed to Jay Ellis, he's starting off very strong.
Nice arm wrench out of the lockup there.
Blackheart looks to be
reversal on that one.
Getting some chain wrestling in himself.
What are you talking about?
Twisting that arm, bending the wrist, potentially circulating the bones there within Genocide. But Genocide, a very intelligent ring technician in his own right. Here, finally getting the upper hand on Blackheart.
Definitely has him in a compromising position. Remains to be seen whether he can capitalize on this opportunity. Oh, no, Blackheart back. Look at it.
Got a headlock there on Genocide. Genocide pushes him off the ropes. Oh, and a shoulder tackle knocks both men to the ground.
Genocide tried to stand his ground, but was not ready.
Blackheart immediately up on that, gains the advantage of the match. And looks like he's going to work on that hamstring of Genocide.
Yeah, just working on the leg there. And we saw Jay Ellis do something similar back in June, but
of course it's a bigger advantage to the challengers in this scenario because they know who they're coming up against. They know for a fact, and they can prepare for him months in advance. Obviously not in case he loses the championship, but we shall see how that plays out coming up. But they know who their target is.
Oh, look at this. He's working on the leg of Genocide.
I thought he was going to go for the double leg, but he's got the single leg there. And man, really, it's interesting to see Genocide in a submission. Almost, I wouldn't say a submission master, but I remember that match he had with Tommy the Man Merriman, XCW. The ultimate submission, and Genocide comes out on top on that.
There's that ring awareness there from Genocide.
Knowing where the ropes are at and knowing how to get to them.
Veteran maneuver from the veteran.
Sometimes it's all it takes.
Very true. Looks like he needs a little rest. He's out of it.
Yeah, he's rolling over to the ropes, and Blackheart's got till the count of 5 here to stop his assault as Genocide's on the ropes.
Again, working on that leg of Genocide.
You gotta remember, yes, always the title defense is a standard.
Come on, ref, get him off of there.
That's what I'm saying. Let's get some law and order back in here. I mean, this is just a standard one fall match, no crazy frills or anything. Blackheart gets back in and continues his beatdown. Genocide not looking so good. This may be his last title defense.
That leg of Genocide's taken punishment now in 2 consecutive defenses. You know, obviously he's got some time, almost a month in between these two matches, but still, sometimes a month isn't long enough to recuperate.
And not only that, I mean, he's had other shows and other things that he's been doing in between. So recovering, from things like this is definitely a difficulty for men like Genocide.
You can just lay the foundation for a serious injury, you know, and just all it takes is one ligament put the wrong way, and it can have you out for God knows how long.
Ask Tommy the Man Merriman.
Very true. We've had many, unfortunately, injuries in XCW that was very, very close. Genocide has better watch himself. That wasn't really even anything crazy the Blackheart had to do. Just the amount of punishment he's inflicting on Genocide is obvious. Ooh.
Again, working on that leg of Genocide. You're going to wonder how is he going to get up and walk after this.
Yeah, that right leg of Genocide definitely been the target of the two competitors he's faced so far in his first two title defenses here, as Blackheart is trying to...
Going for a single leg again, maybe?
I don't know. He's looks like he's trying to get him around there.
He's definitely trying to win.
He's going for the double. He's going.
Oh no! My God.
Genocide dumps him to the outside with that leg strength. Surprisingly, with how much his leg's been worked on here.
It's very hard to put a man as ring aware as Genocide into submission moves after how well and how technical he is.
He always finds a way.
He's definitely been around the block a few times and knows how to get out of some sticky situations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, he does. And these guys just laid it all on the line for this United Backyard title. You gotta love it, ladies and gentlemen, as action returns to the ring here. Genocide firmly in control after tossing Blackheart from the ring.
And, you know, if you guys are really enjoying this match, you can always go to our Instagram at XCW_Shelbyville.
Ooh, beautiful. Yeah, not as many people know about our Instagram, but it's still there, ladies and gentlemen. Videos and pictures.
Boy, are those pictures something else.
They are. Our camera team really gets into it as Genocide gets into that big hand there to the throat of Blackheart. Oh! Genocide known for those open hand chops, and my goodness.
I felt that was
suctioning the wind out of your opponent there.
I hate seeing those, especially when he pulls the shirts
Silence, please.
Oh!
I think his mom felt that one.
I would hate to be him right now.
Sweet Jesus.
Sits him down in the corner. What do you think he's going for? Look at his leg. He's hobbling on it.
God, like we said, he's definitely got some damage inflicted. It's... Oh, man.
Attack there. And knocks Blackheart to the canvas, and Genocide needs to stay on top of him right here.
You gotta wonder how limited his arsenal is now that one of his legs is not really working the way it's supposed to. And there's the knee drop.
Obviously not getting as much momentum on that as what he's used to, and
still seemed to do the job. Blackheart has not been able to get up since.
Both of these men out of it looks like.
How much damage was done to that right knee from that knee drop that Genocide did himself, as Blackheart here is the first one to stir and seems like he might be the first one to his feet.
Yeah, Genocide definitely some not everything's not 100%, let's just say that.
Oh, and a super kick there from Blackheart.
I saw it coming, but Genocide did not.
With that ring awareness rolling out of the ring.
Give him a little breather. He actually might be able to recover from this, but man, Genocide, look at him. He is winded. He looks like he needs a Twix, a Kit Kat, something.
You gotta
give him a break.
Need a moment, chew it over a Twix. But of course, Genocide's doing the smart thing here. He's got the championship advantage. He can't lose his title if he's counted out. Blackheart needs to capitalize on him and get him back in the ring right here before he has a chance to recover.
But knowing the kind of man that Genocide is, I don't think he'd want to go out with a 10 count. I think he'd love to finish the match and prove to everybody why he's the best in the backyard.
Genocide there sweeping the legs of Blackheart and trying to gain himself an opening to get back into this ring and back into this matchup.
Maybe that's just what he needed. He's XCW's self-proclaimed best wrestler ever, and he's showing it off tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no.
Oh, attacking the knee himself and leg of Blackheart there. Definitely getting some retribution.
I'd hate to be that leg.
Genocide almost, between 250 and 300 pounds. That is no spring chicken bouncing on that leg. That's definitely going to do some damage to Blackheart. He definitely... Uh-oh, better get it together. This may not go on very much longer. Genocide.
Blackheart trying to fight it as Genocide's looking for the 666.
And is he going to lock it in? It's not looking good for Blackheart, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
Oh.
He's got it. He's got it locked in.
Ring, he's too far away from the ropes.
Man,
This could be it. Blackheart here.
perfect execution by Genocide. This is just
In agony.
Oh, he's trying to move towards the ropes.
He's fighting for it. Genocide might need to pull him back here. Blackheart's got the ropes, and Genocide quick to release there.
That could have been it, but Blackheart barely making it to the ring.
Just inches too close to the ropes there.
Yes, and unfortunately, for Genocide anyway, that has to release the hold, and that's...
You know, maybe that extra power that Blackheart has as Genocide catches him here. The 187.
Man, again, this is just the finale.
1, 2, 3.
That is
There it is. Genocide again with the 187 victorious. I mean, we've seen him pull out all the stops, and you got to think that men are at home watching this tape right now trying to figure out how they are going to take down Genocide and become the next United Backyard Wrestling Champion.
And to those men, I say good luck.
I agree.
Good luck. You know, that leg's been targeted 2 times in a row now, so it seems like that was recognized as a weak point, but Genocide able to overcome it and still hit the 187 and get off a 666.
And I mean, that's Jay Ellis and Blackheart down. You know, Genocide definitely making a name for himself, proving why he is the XCW or United Backyard Champion, ladies and gentlemen. But look at them standing victorious, obviously hobbling a little bit.
I've done it once again. I've defended it, and I've retained. FWL,
He is having words for the camera, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoever wants to come at me.
Mr. 187.
Those are great words there from Genocide.
Ref checking on him, but that's great words from us, gentlemen. I appreciate you being on the table. We are going to give it back to our man Brendan Stickle in the studio as we get to our next title defense.
Man, the successful title defenses just keep picking up here for Genocide, leading into Ground Zero enemy lines, picking up the win against XAWA's Blackheart. However, coming up right now, we are going to have Genocide defend his title against XAWA's Ogre. Let's get to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us back again. Match on August 3rd, 2019. Here we are in the XCW studio commentating the third of Genocide's United Backyard Wrestling title defenses. Man, he has taken down Jay Ellis and Blackheart, and now this man up to the plate, XAWA's own Ogre.
The Ogre.
Very imposing presence. Look at him.
We were talking about this. You got to look at this man's reach. You know what I mean?
Quite a bit longer than Genocide. I would agree with.
Genocide's definitely a shorter statue kind of man.
Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be a work for him. Or some work for him, but you know, Genocide, he's had 2 already. Third may be, be the straw that broke the camel's back, but he's got a winning record so far. You know, you got to give him some credit there. He's faced against 2 almost completely different wrestlers, and still came out on top. Of course, you know, it wasn't an easy win, but it's a win nonetheless.
And for the ladies and gentlemen watching this at home, you got to wonder, watching Genocide wrestle these back to back to back makes you wonder how he kept doing them like this.
That's what I'm saying. For really only a month, you know, he's got his life to go ahead with. He's also got other XCW business to take care of. You know, his month really long enough to break to defend this title, and you got to say he's not limping, so that's at least a good sign. You know, not favoring the leg, but
maybe fighting through the pain there to not favor the leg, but
definitely cannot show weakness because
it's all about the presence.
Oh, very much so. If you show weakness, they will destroy you. They will exploit that and try to drive that home, ladies and gentlemen. Our third title defense here on our countdown to Ground Zero enemy lines premiering this Thursday at 8 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. Do not want to miss it as Genocide walking around the ring here. showing everybody what it's all about.
And just to preference how hot it is on these evenings too, you can see the sweat already glistening off of Genocide there.
Yes, oh yes, and
might play a factor come later on in the match.
Not only that, man comes out wearing a trench coat.
he always
Top of
does.
everything
You know, he
else.
doesn't mess around. That's Genocide for you. Always coming for business, ladies and gentlemen. And there he is. Look at that. He shows.
Holding up the gold. Don't worry, ref. He's got this. He'll show him what it's all about.
I'm sure the ref will show it as well. He always does. Told you.
This man may not be the same stature as the last two that we've seen before, but if you guys go back and watch any of the things from XAWA, he is definitely something not to be reckoned with.
Very true.
Part of a tag team, Alien and Ogre.
Yes, sir. Heaven and Hell is the name of that tag team. And look at this. Definitely a brawler here as he's on his own. No tag team action here. But both of these men really no stranger to singles or tag matches as we get a collar elbow tie-up to start us off.
Ogre quick to take control in this matchup, and a nice kick to the wrenched arm there of Genocide as Genocide reverses it.
We saw this happen in the match with Blackheart. Definitely a little bit of chain wrestling there at the beginning, and this one is no different. This is Genocide's element, ladies and gentlemen. As we see, look at that, the power.
Wrenching the arm so hard there that Ogre forced to flip over in order to try to get out of it, and now has Genocide there in that headlock.
We've seen Genocide here before. Is he going to be able to get out of it?
Bounces him off the ropes, comes in.
Ooh, innovative maneuver, but unfortunately Ogre coming out on top there in that
shoulder tackle
sequence, and going for is it a pin already? Oh, maybe. Well, no, he's just laying on
a roll through splash there from Ogre.
Oof.
And a nice leg drop there as he goes for the pin now.
Two.
And gets a 2 count there on the defending champion, Genocide.
Getting airborne.
You have to wonder, every one of these matches, Jay Ellis, Blackheart, and now Ogre have started off the match with chain wrestling, the chain wrestler.
Very true. Maybe that's where they mess up, you know.
It seems, though, as though Ogre is taking full advantage.
Very, very much so. This is, I gotta say, probably the match we've seen so far that Genocide has least been in control, and
at least at the beginning here, as Genocide rolls up Ogre from that armbar position into a pin, and
good move.
Ogre quick to get to the ropes there, though.
That's all it takes sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. One quick break can change the whole outcome of the match. As Genocide favoring that arm there, that right arm.
Which unfortunately gives Ogre the opportunity to get up, and there he is in the corner.
He's trying to get his
There's
bearings.
strikes there to that lower back of Genocide.
See that he switches up his how he's wrestling for a minute. Oh,
and a nice tornado DDT there by Ogre.
Don't see that often.
As he smartly rolls Genocide away from the ropes there and goes for the pin, but only a 2 count.
Close, but no cigar. Does not come away with it. It's going to take more than that to take out Mr. 187. Looking quite lifeless at the moment.
Another leg drop there by Ogre.
Jinx, show me Mountain Dew.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Innovative move here. And unfortunately not enough to take down Mr. 187. Ogre back to his feet. Genocide slowly doing the same.
Ogre's definitely pulling out all the stops that he may need in order to become the new United Backyard Champion.
I'm saying is really, as we were saying in previous matches, this is really what it's all about. You know, you have your respective companies, top honors, but this is between 3 whole companies. This is really proving who's the best of the best, and right now it's Mr. 187. And his shirt is right. He is the best wrestler. Well, maybe not ever. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well, JJ, I can't seem to remember how many times he's hold. Where do I find that kind of information?
You can anytime go to xcwrestling1.wixsite.com/Shelbyville, and it has event results, championships. If you want to know how many times James Cerebral has held the international title, it's there for you.
I got a question though.
Answer.
Upcoming events and stuff. Where can I find that?
Also on the same xcwrestling1.wixsite.com, ladies and gentlemen. Do not miss it. It's got everything you could probably ever want. And if you want to see live matches, XC Wrestling 1 on YouTube.
Oh my gosh, and couldn't him in that armbar there and almost got for the pin, but it was a 2 count.
Genocide realizing that he was in a pinning predicament there and getting his shoulder up in time.
Hopefully that arm's not too injured. He had it in that lock there for a minute. Oh, nope.
And he's
Genocide right into
reversing it into an ankle lock here on Ogre.
Wow.
I thought he was these both men were gonna take a rest, but no. Genocide says now is not the time. Rope break, got his foot on it.
And again, we're seeing the same sequence of events happening in each one of these matches. These men falling to the tactician expert in the ring of Genocide.
You wonder if really that's Genocide's plan all along. He plays along a little bit and gets him back into his corner and really unleashes the chain wrestling, the more technical side. And
Oh, a vicious armbar there.
I thought he was going to yank it off.
You gotta wonder how much longer do you think Genocide can hold on? That arm's been targeted most of the match.
Very true. Everybody's been trying to go after his legs, his arms. Great move there, but eventually it's going to catch up to Genocide.
There's that ring awareness again playing in.
Maybe Ogre's realized that two people come up and work on the leg. Maybe that's not the go-to strategy. You need to figure out another part of Genocide's body here to work on, and he's certainly working on both arms here equally throughout this match.
Very true. People got to realize, Genocide, his, legs support his frame, and he's got tree trunks for legs almost. That is not the best call, if you ask me. I definitely work on that arm, as Ogre's doing, as he's got him in a...
It looks like a crossface, but Genocide
there's
rolls
a
him up.
1, 2.
Ref adjusting positions there in order to get a better display of the count, and it seems like it gave Ogre just enough time to kick out and then get Genocide right back into this crossface.
1,
We've seen this episode before.
Ogre gets out of it and instead is trying to now go back and
again, working on the legs of Genocide. You gotta wonder, how much more can he take before he taps?
That's an interesting question. Almost as interesting as this submission. Probably.
Ogre's definitely showing off a prowess of submissions here.
I'm saying
A wide variety of them.
Got one for every day of the week, it seems like.
This match isn't even just the battle for the championship. It seems to be the battle for who's the better ring technician.
Interesting. I like that. I like that. Chris Roberts with the hot take.
Working back to the corner again. Those stiff jabs in the midsection.
Taking the wind right out of Genocide here.
Not an easy thing to do, but he's working on him here. Oh, what's he? Oh!
Going back again for another jab, and he's coming in with some momentum for a splash there as he comes back in for another one.
Is he going to make it a trifecta?
Oh, well, I didn't
like
think so, but
here it comes.
He goes in for the third, and Genocide moves out of the way.
Not a good
Quickly
move.
gets on the offensive here.
Ogre realizing a mistake, but it's too late. He's in the corner now as Genocide lays on the assault.
Genocide preparing for this Irish whip that he's bringing in, and Ogre moves out of the way as Genocide comes in for a splash of his own here.
Saw him barely move out of the way, but just in time. What's he going to set?
Genocide staying in that corner because he couldn't breathe.
Looks like Ogre's going for a choke slam there on Genocide.
Oh, this is not good for the champion.
We may have a new champion right here.
1, 2. Oh, just barely. Barely.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Whoa.
Is that Blackheart?
XAW, he already had his shot, ladies and gentlemen. This is a little ridiculous. This is getting a little too much XAW. Oh,
my
but
The
God.
super kick there on Ogre.
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see, ladies and gentlemen. Genocide laying waste to XAWA. The ref letting
2,
it go.
3.
And there we go. Genocide picks up a
Wow.
pinfall victory with a little bit of assistance by XAWA's own Blackheart.
It makes you wonder, without Blackheart, would Genocide have retained the title, or could Ogre have stolen it away?
Anybody's guess. I know it would have been a heck of a lot harder there, Chris, but unfortunately for Ogre, Genocide coming out on top of that encounter thanks to, as we said, a little help from Blackheart. Ref checking on both of those men is Genocide. Third title defense in the bag. Look at that. You gotta love it. He holds it high, ladies and gentlemen, feeling triumphant. They tried to cheat. He still came on top. That's gotta feel great. Genocide.
Certainly taking pride in the championship that he's worked so hard to win and then defend now for the third time.
He's definitely letting you know who's boss.
Yeah, we always say third time's a charm, but ladies and gentlemen, we will be back here again with another title defense. We're going to give it back to Brendan Stickle back in our studio.
continues to rack up the defenses. That is his third consecutive successful title defense, that time against XAWA's Ogre. XAWA has had now 2 opportunities in order to compete for the United Backyard Wrestling Championship. We're not going to slow it down, coming in with their third consecutive chance at the title in Genocide, as XAWA's Deacon Storm goes one-on-one with Genocide for the United Backyard Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, back in the studio for our last time, bringing you something from September 14th of this year. It's going to be another title defense, ladies and gentlemen. Genocide taking down 3 comers, and now he has a 4th. Mr. Deacon Storm, ladies and gentlemen, representing XAWA.
Again, XAW's a 3rd time now.
I was just about to say that. They've been up here quite a bit, haven't they?
FWL only took 1 shot with Jay Ellis, and though it was a close matchup, Jay did come up short here. Let's see if Deacon Storm can do just a little bit better.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you really gotta.
That's the case there. Maybe FWL saving their next opportunity for their next big thing that they might have. You know, holding off till maybe XAWA weakens Genocide a little bit more, wears him down over the long term, has one of those lingering injuries, and FWL will come in to seize the glory.
You're exactly right, Mr. Riley. Quality over quantity.
Very true. XAWA has 3 chances so far. This is their 3rd chance, and 2 have come up short. You really got to wonder what's going through the mind of Mr. 187 at this point. You know,
I mean, it's hard because you got to think in the back of his mind he must be worried, but at the same time he must also feel invincible at the same time.
You cannot let that go to your head, though, my friend, because, well, that can lead that could lead down a dark path, Chris. You got to watch yourself, because if you're too overconfident, you're not going to be prepared. There he is, Mr. 187. Still the United Backyard Wrestling Champion.
You know, after 3 successful title defenses, Genocide's really supplanted himself as a legitimate first ever champion of this United Backyard Wrestling Championship, and it's going to take quite a bit to knock him off the ladder.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You will remember he did win it quite a few months back, and he has had at least a defense every month, and so far no one has been able to topple him. What a reign it's been, and like you said, Brendan, what a way to start off the first title. You know, the first time we've ever had it here in XCW, you know, especially since it's our first year with our Tri brand, really shows it's really taking off, coming into our own, and you know, really culminating with this belt, and it's great. I don't want to be biased here, but it's great to see it come home to XCW.
Yes, and it's always great to see the intercooperation between the different companies in order to make sure that, you know, our talents can get where they need to be in order to compete for this championship.
Very true. We gotta. You know, it's great to see these guys come from, you know, really all over the state, some out of state, you know, to really put it all on the line and you know, show us what they have, and it's just great. This whole
definitely a different pool of talent to pull from in order to get your entertainment here on the XCW YouTube channel.
Speaking of the XCW YouTube channel, Thursday, 8 o'clock, Enemy Lines.
That's what I'm talking about. Ground Zero.
Where you will see this championship that you're going to see right now defended once again in the main event.
Nobody
With
knows.
who?
You're going to have to see.
It could be Genocide. It could be Deacon Storm.
Say, hush up over there.
Maybe a rematch?
Possibly. Stranger things have happened here in XCW. Of course, I feel like once you've had a shot at the United Backyard title, maybe you should take a back seat a little bit. You know, it's not all, you know, we don't want to give too many people too many chances. We saw what happened. Blackheart came out and tried to interfere with Ogre's match, and we saw how that ended.
But here, getting to the match right away, Deacon Storm starts off with a quick barrage of strikes here,
which is different
Genocide
from the last 3 matches we've seen, and it seems to be working out better.
Yeah, Deacon Storm definitely not letting Genocide get comfortable in his technical abilities.
Very energetic start to this. That's what we've come to expect from Deacon Storm, someone who really does come
come
out
on,
like a ball
Ref.
of fire.
Get him off the ropes. Come on.
There he goes.
Trying to
He's
choke
like, hey.
the wind out of the champion here. And a punch to the back of the head.
Starts the count, but man. Genocide.
Oh, and he's back on it again, Ref. Come on. Deacon Storm, of course, cannot win by disqualification, but he certainly can do a lot of damage there.
Speaking of disqualification, it seems that on 8 o'clock Thursday, Deacon Storm match against Rogan O'Shea, I believe, for the Extreme title.
Ooh.
Enemy lines.
Oh, well, subject to change, though, if Deacon Storm can pull off this win here against Genocide.
You're not wrong.
We may have a mix-up in the card.
Can you imagine? Could you imagine winning? Oh, my Lord.
I mean, Deacon Storm definitely has had the upper hand here as he tries to set Genocide up in this submission here and wrenching on Genocide's back.
I gotta say, he's definitely showing very well. He is not really let Genocide have much at all.
There's that rope break.
Of course, taking it.
But Kean trying to keep order in the ring.
Taking it to the end. I admire the passion of Deacon Storm, but the rules are rules. You know, you gotta abide.
To be fair, rules are rules, but he does have till the count of 5.
I know.
It's that gray area right there that
Constantly reminded.
And sometimes it takes that gray area to turn a difference in the match. And as Genocide has proven, he is definitely someone not to take lightly.
Well, what may be an underhanded tactic to me may be the winning strategy for another competitor, and it's working for Deacon Storm, I must say. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon.
at the end of the day, a win's a win.
Yes, sir.
And there's only rules if the ref can catch you.
It's also true.
But Genocide gaining the upper hand on Deacon Storm, but Deacon Storm fires right back.
He's no give there, ladies and gentlemen. He fires right back at Genocide. Taking some time here to go to the high rent district.
Give it a
The
shout
high
out.
rank, by chance.
Oh, I see what you did there. I like it. I like it a lot.
And he goes for an elbow drop there off the top rope. Genocide expertly moving out of the way and allowing the funny bone of Deacon Storm there just to crush against the canvas.
Oof, nothing
Cannot
funny
feel-
about that one.
Cannot feel too well.
No sir, as Genocide takes back control here.
And let's
Genocide working on that ankle lock here on Deacon Storm.
As he's destroying him, Deacon looks like he may give up.
That move right there sucks the energy out of an opponent because eventually you'll be, using more energy in order just to stand up, just to stand, just to, everything that you do in the move, your punches, your kicks, your hitting the ropes, everything revolves around you having 2 good feet to stand on.
Very true.
Not only that, let's give a shout out to XAWA, their channel, The Mentalist,
Oh,
and
yes.
FWL, Future Wrestling Legends, on Facebook.
Yes.
So go check out their stuff.
And also, we of course have a Facebook page as well, XCW
Oh, yeah.
Shelbyville. Obviously, we gotta plug ourselves here. You can find that, our YouTube channel, XC Wrestling 1.
And of course, you can always see pictures from the day on our Instagram at XCW_Shelbyville.
Talking about XCW coming into the new world, ladies and gentlemen, as Deacon Storm slowly makes his way back to the ring here.
And see, I don't like this tactic from Deacon Storm. See how he came in wobbling or whatever? Should have rolled in, rolled back out, continued to use the 10 count of the ref before his count out in order to regain his composure. But now, Genocide has the firm control of Deacon Storm, and there's nothing Deacon can do about it.
I will still give Deacon credit, though. I don't think myself or Mystery Riley or JJ could stand in the ring with a man such as Genocide.
Oh, good Lord, no. I could not. Can you...
This right here would be the finishing move.
That's what I'm saying. I'd
Please
give
be
up.
quiet.
I tap. I'm done. I'm
I
out.
felt that slap from over here.
All the way back in the booth here in the studios.
Felt it. No, my soul.
Oh.
My soul. Deacon Storm. Look at him. He's still feeling the effects of it. I bet he's feeling it to this day, ladies and gentlemen. The big...
And like I said, watching these matches
big hip attack.
to back, we see Genocide just putting out all the stops.
That's what you got to do. You got to defend that title, and as you face more and more competitors.
Here we go for that patented knee of Genocide there coming across the sternum of Deacon Storm.
Right on it, man. Deacon not having a good time of things right now. Genocide going for a cover, trying to capitalize.
2. Oh.
It's got to make you wonder, did Deacon use up all of his energy at the beginning of the match in order to try to get the quick upper hand on Genocide?
He very well may have.
He may have.
And if that's the case, did Deacon spend too much time before he got Genocide to the ground and attempted to pin?
He definitely underestimated him. I will say that. It did not work as well as he drew it up. I will say that. Genocide firmly in control at this point.
No, the way that you have to draw from a competitor, from my understanding, is you always draw it up for your first move's going to pin them. 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
That's the way that you want things to happen.
Nice handstand into the
elbow
elbow by
Ooh, rope.
Deacon Storm.
Under the rope, can't pin him there. You gotta love that, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, all this knowledge we're getting over here. Brendan Riley giving us a play-by-play, getting you into the wrestler's mind here. It's Genocide, man. He struggling to break this. Oh! This may be all you needed, though, ladies and gentlemen. Getting that. Oh, nope. Going back to Deacon Storm, getting him in a sort of submission
trying to keep
here.
order over here.
I have to say, he's got that
trying to check on the competitors here. Deacon Storm seems to be kind of releasing the wind of Genocide's body from him as Genocide. Rest checking to make sure. Genocide's at 2. And he catches himself.
Barely. He almost lost that title.
And as we're seeing now, ladies and gentlemen, the other half of Heart of the Storm, Deacon Storm.
Isn't it funny how that ended up?
It is, isn't it?
They both had their shots at the United Backyard title, and now they're a tag team in XCW. Deacon not happy about that. He's thought he should have won it there, but Genocide still got fight left in him.
But how much fight, how much damage has already been done by Deacon Storm here?
Used to be seen,
as he's using the ropes to get an extra leverage on his kicks there to Genocide.
Not only that, what do you guys think is going through Genocide's mind as Blackheart interfered last match, but now his tag team partner is going against Genocide?
You really got to think. I mean, he's probably, especially after Blackheart came out, he's probably looking back at the locker room. He's afraid someone who's going to come to the defense of Deacon Storm. Is XAWA going to come out and try to wrestle the title that way?
He's definitely in a position where he always has to look over his shoulder.
Well, regardless, because like you said, that United Backyard title, quite a target on your back.
Might as well not say best wrestler ever. Might as well say target.
Whew, best target ever? Well, man, like a ton of bricks. The best target ever falls to the ground as Deacon trying to...
What has Deacon got planned up here?
He goes up to the middle rope.
No, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Oh, my God.
Caught him. It doesn't maybe what he was trying to do earlier, but instead of missing, Genocide counters, and I thought that was
very close 2 count there, as Deacon Storm was almost a victim of his own punishment.
2 9/10 there on that count.
He's trying to get back to his, trying to put this in the ground, almost put himself in the ground as Genocide.
Oh, what's he got planned? Is it the skull crushing finale?
Oh man, that might be the
Genocide
finale of this.
Roll him over. He may successfully retain here.
What?
2 very, very near pinfalls.
Did you see the gap on Ref Keaton's hand there?
We might need
We might need. Yeah, that may have touched.
Well, I mean, what else does he have to let to do? He caught him on the way down. Skull crushing finale. What's next?
I was about to say, Deacon Storm, I don't know how much more he can take at this point.
And I'll tell you what's next.
Boom! Absolutely.
7.
We've seen this before, ladies and gentlemen. Is it enough? And beautiful Genocide.
There we go. Heading in to Ground Zero Enemy Lines this Thursday at 8 o'clock on XCW's official YouTube channel.
And what's that handle again?
XC Wrestling 1. Type that into your YouTube search bar. You're going to find everything we put on there, ladies and gentlemen. Do not forget to like and subscribe.
But Genocide will be defending his United Backyard Championship in the main event. Who knows what can come of that monstrous event that we have of a stacked card containing all 3 companies we get a chance to see that are involved in this United Backyard Championship here.
Tons of different titles on the line as well. It's just not the United Backyard title, the XAWA title, even our title is on the line. But obviously, I don't think we'll have to see if it switches hands, ladies and gentlemen. But
stacked card from top to bottom.
The big story, as we said, United Backyard title. We're going to give it as Deacon Storm yells at Genocide. Back to Brendan Stickle in our studio. That is it for us on the countdown to Ground Zero Enemy Lines. I'm JJ, accompanied by
Chris Roberts
and Brendan Riley.
It has been a pleasure, XCW Galaxy. Do not miss XCW Ground Zero Enemy Lines, Thursday, 8 p.m.
Man, can you believe that? Genocide picking up his 4th consecutive United Backyard Championship successful title defense in 4 consecutive months here following the high-ranked tournament where he beat Cyrus Mason. Coming up, though, this Thursday at 8 o'clock, XC Wrestling 1 YouTube page, we will have live Ground Zero Enemy Lines with the card that includes Adrian Hollow defending his XAWA World Championship up against the winner of a pre-show match that will also be live on Facebook. We have Void taking on El Loco Rojo. Will Void hot streak and his energy continue on here? Following that, we will have a triple threat tag team elimination match featuring XAWA's Will Smith and Chaos Zero versus FWL's Legend BT and Frankenstein for his first Ground Zero debut. And then we will have in that match as well Evan Phoenix and Brady Branson of XCW. Following that exciting matchup, we will have Brendan the Badman Stickle taking on Banjo Coleman. After that, we will actually have a title defense as Brogan O'Shea will defend the XCW Extreme Championship up against Deacon Storm. And then we will have the returning Blackout Inc. making a one-night return against Ogre and Alien of XAWA in Heaven and Hell. The title defenses don't stop with Brogan, as we will also have the FWL World Championship and the XCW International Championship being defended by JJ Kelty up against XAWA's Taven. Jay Ellis will defend the FWL World Heavyweight Championship after that against Tommy the Man Merriman of XCW. Corey Lee and Blackheart will hopefully finally have their payoff as the XAWA Hardcore title is on the line in the semi-main event, leading in to the big blow-off match of the main event and what we've been counting down to this entire show as Genocide defends the United Backyard Wrestling Championship up against XAWA's substitute appearance in Nightmare. We hope to see you there live this Thursday at 8 p.m. on XCW's YouTube channel. Check it.